we're good to see. So, definitely, Frosty's the favorite here. Again, we talked about all Frosty's accomplishments, but again, Kesephim, very solid player. So I think it really is just going to depend on what this team match is going to be, and we're getting right into it here. And it looks like we see Beastieball on both teams. That's my first thing that I noticed.
Oh my god.
That's really cool, actually. So
the double diva.
So those look like
clearly they're taking very different archetypes, so that's the only beastie they share. Also, Brosladon.
Yeah, Brosliden is definitely a really cool beastie that we don't get to see very often.
There's tech I'm hoping to see here with Brosladon. I don't know if we'll actually see it. We do see Majesty coming out immediately. The Dump Spitball Provoke, a very textbook set here. Oh my god! Oh, the Body Ready, Hyper Spike, and Quick Set. Oh, he can do it all.
Yeah, that's quite the set there.
Yeah, the Frazzle coming out onto Beastieball immediately. Probably a good call, given that Beastieball hits their entire squad for massive damage.
Yep, but there is redirection on Frosty's side, so even if they want to switch out and cover for a front row move, they can do that. But again, this is kind of the I've seen referred to as the battleship Sylusk strat of you just have, Demolipede or some other watchtower just up next to Sylusk, and Sylusk every turn could just click, telekinesis and then perfect shot. And
oh my
look
goodness.
at that, already doing 75 to a relatively bulky beastie.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a whole show out here. Now there is a slight, if I was looking at this right, no, it's Rattle actually. You don't need to walk up at all. This is why I say you should always have at least one sideways move on your team. Yeah. There's a very clear play here to Frazzle and then set up another perfect shot. It just depends on what happens here. Oh boy.
Chad is just pointing out a mistake I made. I named Frosty Forsty instead. This is what I get for doing stuff on the fly. But we do see the Hyper Spike come out here. But again, that redirection gonna have it go over to Demolipede there. Still takes a lot of damage though, down to 10 stamina.
Yeah, the telekinesis could come out here, and either way, it is gonna shut down one of these beasties. It's gonna either put someone on the bench or get at least 1 point. Where does this ball go?
Yeah, and look at those damage previews. Just like way too much damage coming in, and basically forced to give up this point. But does have Stinky.
The Stinky does come out.
Yeah,
shuts them down in their tracks.
At least forces a free ball serve, so we're not going to be seeing enough damage to get rid of Noizard this turn. But Noizard is still tired, so we'll just have to see what happens here. I didn't get to see whether that Demolipede has shield or not, so
I'd be very surprised if it didn't, given the exhaust nerf. Sorry, Doze nerf.
Yeah.
Gotta be correct here. Politically correct.
I mean, you can say either one. It's basically the same move. They just changed the name.
This is true. It is actually the exact same move. Fun fact.
Yeah.
There is no difference between the two.
There's
still the.
Well, they have Frazzle. They have Frazzle instead of shield. It looks like on their Demolipede.
This is true. The Spitball comes out. It is gonna get the kill.
Yeah.
Now Sylusk remains. No, it's not still Stinky, right? Oh, it doesn't even matter because it's Noizard. Ah, hero.
Yeah. But okay, so
but the Rattle comes out, and it's gonna make something stressed here.
Yeah, but we do see that redirection again, making sure Sylusk remains unscathed.
And the tactical pass is gonna do some work here. The perfect shot's still gonna come out. It's still gonna do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
There's not much that can be done. Depends on Orgilla's moveset here, but it's a really solid showing first few points from both players so far.
Yeah. I don't know. I gotta be honest, I kind of like Kesephim's spot here. Like, the only sideways move I've seen so far is dump on Beastieball, and Beastieball's gonna be tired on this turn. Oh, and it looks like giving up another point. I guess really valuing having that Noizard back later with full stamina. But yeah, I feel like Frosty's going to have to... Oh, actually, there's one other advantage of giving up this point. It does tick down the tired stack. Beastieball, so Beastieball is going to be able to use dump this next turn.
Oh, this is true. And Sylusk is unable to attack again.
Yep.
And with the Orgella here, well, either way, right? Hi, I'm Bandycraft. My favorite thing to do is let my ally kill you.
Yep. We see the classic
Now the
demanding set on there.
Yeah, there's two things that could happen here. You could go for the point immediately, but is the damage more worth it? We're gonna see how Frosty use the game here.
Yeah, so
things they want to do and whatnot.
So demanding
That
set
Albrecht's
plus dump looked like it was enough to get a KO. But we'll get to see if Frosty actually chooses to do that or not.
Yeah, it could. Spitball could be better for the long run here, just by getting more damage on those BCs. You get the second point. Provoke comes out.
You see Provoke
So does a demanding set.
Oh, that's an interesting
and the
choice.
Dump. That is a really interesting choice. There's gonna have to be some gameplay around the fact that, you know, Albrecht is on this field. The tool's gonna come out. There is no telekinesis on the board for Sylask, but depending on the Albrecht's moveset.
Yeah. And this is kind of a funny situation. Normally, you know, if you demanding set your attacker, you know, you can often just switch it out the next turn, but Albrecht is actually what switches in on Kesephim's side. So it's actually going to lock in that Bendiva
yeah,
here.
the tool comes out.
Oh, and we actually see Sylask move up.
This is not a common thing for Sylask to do, fun fact.
No, definitely not.
The Dispel and Tactical Pass Provoke. That ultimate support set coming through on Albrecht.
Yeah.
Dispel's gonna come out. Provoke's gonna come out. The Heartbreaker's gonna target into Bendiva. There's no real good answer here for what Frosty wants to do. There is a play, but I didn't see the damage numbers. But Broslydon comes out!
Yeah. Yeah, and I think this is a good choice. There's no redirection.
Oh, that's an incredible choice!
Well, there's no redirection on the field, but there's still
Spike.
a switch. Yeah. I think it has to be
Hyper Spike.
A switch.
That Hyper Spike messes up a lot, yeah. With my boy Broslydon coming in here, Hyper Spike comes out. It's gonna hit for 99 and take the game for Frosty!
Frosty takes game one in a pretty back and forth match, quite frankly. That was a little all over the place. Again, at first I thought it was, you know, Frosty looking good, then Kesephim, and then back to Frosty, and yeah, just like that. I mean, it's a 3-2 victory, so there was definitely a narrow game there, but Frosty is able to close out the first one, and we'll get to go into game two. But yeah, it was kind of once the redirection was out of the way there. You know, Frosty was just able to steamroll, basically.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's incredible. And now the counter serve again that we were talking about last time is going to show up.
Yeah.
We're going to see if it plays to Kesephim's strengths here. But the team, again, a lot of that unexpected, you know, coherency here. Going all out on that aggression.
Yeah. And I think
the Frazzle's coming out again. This is a song and dance we've seen before.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're going to see a similar opening that we did before. You know, using that Frazzle, the Bendiva, make sure it's tired. Make sure there's not going to be a dump that they have to worry about next turn. And then targeting the, you know, Broslydon. So basically, no matter who they switch in or out. Oh, look at that damage.
Oh,
97.
wait. No, this was incredible. If they hadn't seen that Bendiva, if they hadn't, this could have gone either way as far as the slot they've targeted into. Broslydon living on 3 is huge. Demanding set coming out. Hyper Spike will just kill something here, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you know, I think Demolipede might be forced to just take this knockout because there's no shield. That's the downside of not having shield, is you can't buy extra turns.
Yeah.
And
yeah, the
just
Frazzle
like that.
is gonna... The Frazzle comes out onto... Well, it doesn't really matter, no, because Broslydon's already tired and it's going to need to switch out anyway.
Well, but we might see an Albrecht switch in here to trap that Broslydon in and take
I would be surprised if it didn't happen.
Yep, and there we go.
Yeah,
Albrecht's come back in.
Textbook stuff.
Yeah,
we're going to see a telekinesis
even without a boost
heartbreaker.
here, even if it's just, you know, Dispel and Provoke, that should be enough. Now, there is a Noisard on the back on Frosty's side, so they could redirection if they want. But the thing is, Broslydon's, you know, still going to be tired. And, you know, has the ability, so it can still do 60 power free balls. But, you know, it's not going to be nearly as threatening.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of an awkward spot, both beasties being tired. But again, I have to imagine there's going to be a switch here. It's just a question of, it might be worth just giving up Bro Slide in here because it's at such low stamina.
Yeah, I think
anyways.
that's the most worth thing. It's just to give up Bro Slide on.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they choose.
If I was in Kesephim's shoes, I might have played for more points. This is an interesting situation to find yourself in because now you could do a lot of things with the beasties you have on the bench. Broslydon's coming back in 4 turns, so all you really need to do to get one of those stellar endgames that they had beforehand as well is just bring in the Broslydon.
All right, so we see Bandicraft actually come back in and take that, and is also angry. I'm not sure what that angry is from actually, because I believe it was a Heartbreaker Surge.
It was from Provoke from the previous.
Oh, from the previous turn. That's what it was. Yeah.
And now, if this Bandicraft is captain, then it's going to be a pretty good spot for Frosty, I think. I wasn't paying attention. No, it's not captain because demanding set, right? Yeah, Relentless comes out.
Oh, interesting.
Silas gets hit
up again.
Now, the Dispel is gonna come out. It won't be enough to kill Bandicraft. This is notable. You can also... Kesephim has the opportunity to loop Provokes here.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about this move up. I assume just trying to get more damage, but again, just a little bit off of lethal here. And again, putting themselves in a pretty risky spot unless they plan on switching out to the redirection next turn. With
Raptor. I would actually... Perfect shot. The Sting coming out here. Oh, it would have been better to hit into the Orgella. What a call out.
Yeah, that was a big call out by Frosty. Taking a big risk there, but it pays off.
Oh my goodness. Oh. There's some ways you could go about it from here. Really, the important thing is to be able to reset Orgella's stamina as soon as possible. Seems to be going for that no-touch point, trying to save the Sylask or at least keep the Albrax from getting damaged. The no-touch point, I would say, is almost...
Yeah, I almost feel like you'd rather have Sylask wipe there to come back later.
Yeah, because now Sylask is never going to be able to switch it again unless you get Albrax off the field, and guess who we want off the field?
Yeah.
The good news, though, is that Bendiva gets to come in here. And while that is a good situation for our protagonist, Verslydon's back on the field again. The sneak attack can come out, kill either beastie here, and Bandicraft is not really made to be able to attack on its own. I mean, it's full focus, so it might, but it's a very strange situation here because it's not the most optimal decision to have to make either way.
Yeah, it is definitely an awkward spot. Yeah.
I was gonna say also, it is still a risky place to be because if they don't see the attack into the top slot, they confirm the end game afterwards by killing Orgella.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think
that's where they spotted it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of what Kesephim's trying to think for being able to come back. I assume so. Kesephim needs 2 points to win, not just 1, and that's the reason why they're not immediately taking this knockout on the Bandicraft. But I'm curious to see. Oh, we actually see the block, but the block was on Bendiva. Okay, they still managed to survive the tool there for Bandicraft.
That is huge damage to get on a beastie. Yeah, Bandicraft is stuck on this field, but it's almost a good thing. They need to hold on to Bandicraft to be able to confirm this easy endgame they seem to be really vying for. The dump here might make it happen.
Yeah.
They can't remove Bandicraft. The dump does kill everything. It might have... Kesephim might have found a confirm here.
This is what I thought Frosty was going to do. They're going to sacrifice Bandicraft so that they can switch out.
The
Sneak attack is
not
going to do enough. Yeah.
Insane plays here on the monthly heat up.
Yeah.
Beasties, you can only see ball here, folks.
Yeah, and I think with that, Frosty's going to be in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Frosty's sitting pretty. Two big attackers, body weak. One of them's body weak, the other one's on 6 HP. It's not looking fantastic. Orgella comes in.
Yeah.
It's going to be able to reduce itself down to 0 HP here. Activate that super organism.
Yeah.
And get that offense off with Ben Diva.
Yeah, so this is it's such an awkward spot because you both want to be able to, keep be able to provoke, to stop the sting next turn from Orgella, but at the same time,
need
like,
for
can anything
Albrecht
take a dump from the front like that?
The need for Albrecht to be on this field is almost even worse. Oh my god!
Okay, so it was not a dump, it's just a spitball
coming out. But the spitball is a good call out too, because now no tactical pass can come out.
Yeah.
On either side.
Yeah, you're right. They're double angry. So they can't do anything.
They can loop provoke. They can loop provokes next turn too. The only attacking move on Kesephim's side is Echo Strike. It doesn't do enough.
Yeah. So we're not.
Frosty's sitting so pretty right now.
Yeah, I mean Frosty basically can do whatever they want in this spot.
Yeah, again, it's almost like the need for Albrecht to be on this field has been a detriment.
Yeah, the thing is, Albrecht just hasn't put on much pressure by itself. That's the problem. I mean, having the provoke is nice, but
yeah, having the 3 support moves is definitely nice. But it's here comes the boy.
Yep.
It's not quite. The trait's been changed, and it's not quite going to be able to set up the hyper spike.
Yeah.
But Orgella's right there, and it can attack regardless. Yep. I think that's game. Given the traps on the field and the going up for a front row, yeah, that's game.
Yeah, if Orgella moves up, well, it might not be. So Orgella's already boosted by +2, I think. So I think Dumbledore actually lives this.
I don't know math,
but it's gonna be close with the traps. Let's see. We see the relentless.
That's good.
Yeah.
No.
No. Yeah,
exactly.
4 HP.
4 HP.
But yeah.
Living on a prayer, but it's not. It's not looking the most fantastic. Everything on the board is completely low. Tactical pass would have to come out. That lack of an attacking move on the Albrecht is really coming back to bite Kesephim here.
Yeah, and the problem is the bench is so low. There's nothing to switch in next turn.
Yeah, the Demolish comes out into the Burst Light slot, but it's still not enough to kill.
Yeah, and man. Oh, actually.
Oh, it's enough that you could run up for it even, and the wiped. Oh, this game is over.
Yeah, I was about to say this has to be game here. I don't think anything can survive. Even if you tried to buy extra time by switching a Raptor to the back, I still think it wipes the Hyper Spike. And we don't even need to see that. We see the quick set, relentless.
The relentless.
There it is. Frosty takes game 2.
Oh my goodness, such a dominant showing. It's still, there was a back and forth. It's definitely not one of those games that they hand shook.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like it's dominant. It's dominant in the way that Frosty, won both games, but like both of them were, it was 2 points apiece at one point in both of them.
Yeah, this is true. So. Kesephim keeping even with Frosty is definitely not, because these players make the game look easy. This game is not easy.
Yeah, definitely.
This game is actually rather difficult. Fun fact.
Yeah.